And there have also been studies, like for example, in the UK, where a very large number, increasing numbers of young people are going vegan and vegetarian. So I think there really is an awareness, particularly among younger generations, that behavior change is really related to what's going on systemically. And part of the reason why we're not seeing, because there's also a lack of hopefulness sometimes, I think. Paradoxically, even in the animal advocacy communities, where sometimes people will make the claim like, oh, we're actually not winning in trying to improve our food system. And the problem there is that there are like these two competing arcs. There's in the wealthier countries, more and more people are realizing that there is an environmental impact to their eating, and there's an ethical impact, there's a social justice impact. And more people are becoming vegan or vegetarian, or they're adopting reducitarian um, practices where they're limiting their meat consumption. And at the same time, we're seeing a rising middle class in some of the poorer countries. And so there is an increase in meat consumption that goes along with that. But a rising middle class is not a bad thing, right? So I think we need to also remember that it is the job of the wealthy countries and people in the wealthy countries to fix this problem, because we're the ones who've created it. And in fact, we are moving towards fixing it. So that is really hopeful.
I'm glad to hear you bring up the UK and what is going on in Europe. And I think Amsterdam, certainly Europe is much more aware, and maybe it's because they have they're smaller land masses. The United States is a big country, and they're much smaller. So raising cattle would be prohibitive on the scale that we do it here, or is done in Brazil, for example. But their awareness level at one point, and I looked at this just maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, but Amsterdam, for example, had a goal of having veganism 30, I think by 2035, 50% of their city be vegan.